those miscues behind the plate, all those weird plays from the catchers, and namely Matt Wieters, the fact that it's an aggressive play by Wilson Contreras, who's the best in the league at throwing behind runners, that snap throw down to a base, especially first. And it was a great aggressive play from a catcher that was big. It got Wade Davis out of that inning. He get left bases loaded with Trey Turner up. And this was a big spot in the game. You know, I think his foot might have come off the bag here, guys. But this is a tough way to reward the Cubs out of that inning.
Did they get it right?
I don't know that it's conclusive. I'm pretty sure his foot came off.
I know his foot came off.
I
can't
positive?
tell if Rizzo's glove is still touching the body when that foot is off.
It's just a tough pill to swallow. It's a tough way to allow the Cubs to get out of that damage. And really what it allowed was Wade Davis, because if that play doesn't happen, who knows, maybe next pitch, Trey Turner hits a little weak squibber back to Davis and he gets out of it.
Right.
But there's more pitches then. And then is Wade as fresh, because he admitted after the game in his post-game interview to Sam Ryan, he said, I'll tell you, towards the end there, I was getting really tired. I bet he's never gone more than a one-inning save. Now you ask him for 2 1/3 inning saves. So the fact that you allow Wade Davis to be a little fresher for the 9th because of that call, I think they might have got it right, but it's a tough call, and that's why replay is such a big story throughout this postseason.
Tim, you got to credit Chicago for what they did. It really felt like, with the way the Nationals got that lead with the Michael Taylor home run, that the Cubs were never out of it. That somehow, some way, given what they'd done last year, what they've done now, advancing to 3 straight NLCSs going back to 2015, that they would be able to somehow, some way figure this game out. That's credit to Joe Madden and his Cubs.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, how often do you see the world championship team, the underdog in a game like this? And really the underdog of this entire playoffs. We've talked about, I feel like, every team, and it's the Chicago Cubs that's been laying in the weeds. That's flying below the radar. And you know Joe Madden loves that. Ever since he's been with the manager of Tampa Bay Rays, he always liked to be the underdog, playing that card. And here come the Cubs, and they figure out a way to win. I think the way the Nationals lost this series makes it so much worse than the St. Louis series, because the series, games 1 through 5, were all so strange. From the Strasburg weird mold thing to the no-hitters through 4+ innings and games they ended up losing, to the crazy weather. It just seemed this series had weird written all over it, and the fact they lost by a 1 run, it's like, that is just devastating. I don't think the Nationals will ever recover from this.
Wow.
I think Bryce Harper looks at this situation and he's like, how fast can I get out of here?
I mean, he's the one that struck out to end the game.